It's our Thursday morning update this morning. We want to get you caught up in everything that's going on. Lots of big changes are taking place, and so we want you to be aware of what's going on this Sunday and, of course, next Sunday. We're looking forward to seeing everybody online this Sunday at 9 a.m. We're talking about that healthy connection with self. Wholeness is the word that we're using to describe being complete and understanding our new identity in Christ. So I hope you'll be joining us online at 9 a.m. and any time after that you can view the service. But you want to learn to have that right connection with yourself. So we'll look for you Sunday morning. And we want you to know that as things begin to change on the next Sunday, that we'll still continue our online ministry, and you'll be able to view our Sunday services every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. and any time after that. So I encourage you to check us out online. And even though we will be gathering again the following week on May 31st, we'll continue some online ministry as well. We'll continue to do our student and kids ministry throughout the week on those appropriate days. So if you're looking for that, that'll be online still. We're hoping to soon gather together with our kids and students, but that'll be online. Some adults are starting to talk about regathering for our life groups, and so hopefully that'll be changing quickly as we see things changing. But stay tuned to hear an update on that. And I did talk with Pastor Keenan. We're going to continue our Monday night worship night online, at least for next Monday. So you can catch that online next Monday as well at 7 o'clock. But the big news, of course, is next week, May 31st. I guess we can call it our church family reunion. Looking forward to being together on that Sunday at 9 o'clock and 10:45. We'll have the two services. You've had a chance to be seeing me. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person. So plan for that on the 31st. There will be some restrictions. And so let me just walk through some of those with you this morning so you can be preparing and determining if you're going to be coming on the 31st. We'll, of course, as we talk about these restrictions, we'll be evaluating them each week. Hopefully, each week we'll be loosening some of those restrictions as we see what's going on. But let's start here. Know that there'll be limited seating in those two services because we'll only be operating at 20 to 25% capacity. And so I want to remind those of you that might have underlying conditions as it relates to the virus, those that might have not been feeling well the past week, have a temperature over 100 degrees, or you're just not ready to be together physically, we're just encouraging you, stay home. You can enjoy the ministry online. But here's the process that will take place if you decide to join us on May 31st as we have our church family reunion together. The time's 9, 10:45, but we want you to know that the doors will only open 15 minutes prior to our meeting. So the first service at 9 o'clock, the doors will open at 8:45. And then they'll be closed again, and then they'll open at 10:30 for our service at 10:45. One of the big questions that's being asked is, what do we do about masks? And we really don't want to police a lot of things, but we want you to be mindful of those around you, and we want you to have the freedom to do what you're comfortable with. So here's what we're going to put as a guideline for our masks. We're going to ask that you bring them and wear them as you enter the facility, but then once you get seated in your place in the worship center, you have the freedom to take that off or the freedom to leave it on. So we're going to leave that up to you, but we'd like you to enter with the mask as we're kind of a little bit closer in proximity. We're going to try to make sure that we honor that social distancing, and we'll evaluate that each week as we move ahead. But as you enter into the facility in the lobby, you'll notice that the furniture is going to be gone. We're not going to have a lot of things out where we can set things or touch things. That'll help us with our sanitizing. As you enter the building will have completely been sanitized and ready for you. So as you enter the building, we're going to ask you just to move right to the worship center. There'll be places marked where you can sit in terms of helping you with the social distancing. In our update next week, we'll actually give you a virtual look at what that looks like so you can see that and be prepared for that. We are going to allow you to bring kids and babies if you're comfortable with that. We will have a nursery, and we will have a kids program. We'll use as many rooms as we need to so that we're not overloaded with too many kids in the room. And as parents, you come, you can talk with our youth leaders. You know, they're great leaders. They'll work with you and let you know what we're doing if you have concerns about that. But we didn't want to restrict parents being able to come if they want to be here. So if you're comfortable with that, we'll have nursery and kids ministry, but the kids ministry will only be the second hour at 10:45. We're going to start with that one time 10:45. So if you're bringing kids and the kids ministry, 10:45 is the hour for you. Okay, also I want you to know that if you're bringing kids and you want to have them come into the worship service with you, you think they can handle that, we'll have children's bulletins that they can use and write on and have some things on there they can color. That'll be available as well. Or you can of course bring something for your kids as you come back at home. We'll have areas blocked off. We're really trying to minimize the cleaning because after the service is over, we'll have an exit plan for you so that everybody's not grouped together as we leave. We'll kind of leave in rows and exit out together. And as you leave the building, we'll close the doors again and we're going to sanitize the whole worship center and wherever people have been before the second hour starts. So as you leave, that'll take place. The doors will be locked. And again, for the second hour, they'll open at 10:30. That'll give us a chance to clean the whole facility. Want you to know that the bathrooms will be open. The patio will be open. If you feel you just need some fresh air, need to get outside, we'll have the service playing audio-wise out on the patio. But if you just need a break, you feel like you need that, that'll be available as well on Sunday. So we're looking forward to a great Sunday. Want you to know that we're excited to be back together, looking forward to this family reunion together, and I hope you'll come with an excited attitude. We're looking forward to seeing one another. Of course, we're putting these guidelines in place for your own protection, for our protection, trying to honor some of the guidelines that our health officials and government officials have given us. And so as you leave the building and as you leave the facility, you're on your own in terms of what you're comfortable doing there. But as you enter the building, these are the things that we're going to have in place. And just want you to know that this Sunday, we are going to take our staff and our elders and our leaders kind of through a dry run. We're going to have one service time together for leaders and staff and elders so that we can walk through this and be prepared for when you come to join us on the following week on the 31st. So we're excited about what God's doing. We're looking at what's happening and things opening up, and we're looking forward to being together face to face. So I trust that you have a good rest of the week. Look forward to seeing you Sunday online at 9 a.m. Okay, God bless all of you.